Hey y'all, we're coming at you live from Promotion Studios on Market Square in Knoxville, Tennessee. Rain fell down and the creek rose up. Pour that poison in my coffee cup. Living like a ghost from day to day. Rhyme or reason, it's hard to say. Running these roads, a young man's test. Silver Eagle Line 90 West. The best of plans they could not see. The way things they really be. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Got the gang all tickets for the show last night. A homemade whiskey, something just ain't right. Head on down to the old saloon. Hold on tight, cause we're going to the moon. Flying like a jet, wings on my feet. Close my eyes just so I can't see. Wade on into the bowling stream. Take my hand and make me believe. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Oh, I wish you let somebody show you. The 6 quarts low, diesel running hot. Listen to the show from the parking lot. If you wanna get drunk, sitting by the door. 'Cause everybody just want one more. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Oh, I wish you let somebody show you. Let somebody love you. Y'all, we're live here in the Promotion Studios down on Market Square in Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Whiskey Angel. Whiskey angel, whiskey angel, where did you come from? Was it heaven smiling down up and away? You're all I ever wanted, and now I must say oh, goodbye. You washed away my sorrows. You saved me from myself. You took away my troubles, laid them on of the mercy running through my veins from the first days you held me, pleasure and my pain. Whiskey angel, whiskey angel.
And it's that time, man. It's that time. It's another beautiful morning in Knoxville, Tennessee. Live on Market Square, right here, Jim Johnson, along with James Gilley, the owner of Pro Emotion LLC. Man, things have been good.
Yeah, they've been wild for sure.
They've been wild. They've been good. I tell you, there's a lot of stuff going on in the area.
Yeah,
you know, you are
constantly.
making things happen like crazy.
Trying to.
You know, always
Trying to.
booking gigs, making people super popular.
Making people seen, I
Does
guess.
that sound right to y'all? Yeah, he
Yeah,
is making
dude.
people seen and making people popular.
Doing all the stuff no one else wants to do, pretty much.
Oh well, it takes big aspirations.
Is that the word?
Yes.
Man, I look like a child without a beard.
Hey, comment out there. How do you like James with no beard today? Because I think he looks quite handsome.
Yeah, no beard today. I'm gonna
No
cut my hair
beards. No
too.
beard. No beard day. It's No
Yeah.
beard. No beard. We're still in April. No beard April.
No beard April.
No beard
yeah.
April. See
Yeah.
that? See my beard? Yeah, I don't have one either.
Chris Rogers tuned in and said, "Is the beard on vacation, James?" Yes, it
He
is.
went
on-
to the beach.
Yeah, I had electric razor and I shaved too far up and I got too far. It nicked my chin here. And I was just like, oh, you know what? That's not gonna do.
Gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta
So
go.
It is on vacation for the next 3 days and then it'll be back.
And then it'll be back at 3. So next week I come back and James will be.
I have a big.
He'll
I have a
be
beard
full
again,
bearded
Yeah,
again.
yeah
Wow.
it doesn't take long for me at all. So
Well, you got to spice it up a little bit, you know?
Yeah,
Do a little change. The only reason why I don't have a beard, folks, is because I can't grow a beard. Yeah. It's pretty sad. And I've had to do pictures with myself with a beard, you know, like those apps and stuff that you can put a beard on your face. I have to say I look pretty good.
maybe in your later days.
Yeah. I kind of look like Mel Gibson when I have a beard. I'll show you the picture later. And
I
you tell
kinda
me
look like Mel
if it ain't
Gibson.
true.
That's a bold statement.
You know, the Mel Gibson with the beard. I'm not kidding.
like Braveheart it.
No, like his, a couple years ago.
Gotcha.
I'll show you and you tell me what you
Okay.
think. Maybe
Sounds
I have to
good.
pull that up and ask the audience, do you think
That I look
that
like
is
Mel
true or
Gibson.
not? Yeah. Yeah, it was funny.
That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny.
Well, I get Mel Gibson and I get Dennis Quaid.
Oh, okay.
Not Randy Quaid. Dennis, not Randy.
There's a difference.
Yes.
Everyone out there's a difference. Actually, we got a lot of people tuning on right now. We got 19 people plus.
Man, 20.
Instagram.
I'm seeing 20.
You're
Hey,
seeing
folks.
20?
Gosh, thanks for
Yeah,
tuning in.
boom. Perfect.
Man, that is awesome. You guys are going for it. Be sure to like and share this. Go hit the share button. I want to see extra shares going up right now because we got a lot of cool things coming. We're talking about doing a late night show.
We do, yeah,
You're wanting
so-
to take this thing to the evening.
Starting in June. June 2nd will be the first one. It'll be on Wednesday night. Still working out the time. And we'll have a live performance of an artist in here. We'll also be bringing in like an actor or a model or an influencer or whatever, someone that has a lot of clout.
That's
And
super cool.
that's going to be your job. I'm going to do the entertainment. You're going to book the other people.
Oh, great. Hey, talk about fun.
Because that's all the people you know. So I think it'll be sweet.
It'll be great. I'm looking forward to it because the late night, man, I think
Well, it's
that...
not really late night. It's more like in the.
Well, it's evening before the
Evening.
late night because it seems like a lot of our viewers that like entertainment actually like to be out doing the entertainment, which starts usually around 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock. So we're going to try to do it 6-ish area, right? 6, 7, something like that.
7. Yeah, I was thinking more like 7 to 8,
7 to 8.
something like that.
All right. Tell us what you think, folks.
Yeah,
6
let
to
us
7,
know.
7 to 8. I mean, we put
Trying
a
to
post out about Wednesday.
Yeah, we got a major response on Wednesdays.
It was like 90% Wednesday. So
yeah,
it's
we need
gonna
to
be on
figure out
Wednesday.
what time exactly we want to do that. But when we get there, it'll be great. I think Johnny Monster will be the first artist we have,
Johnny Monster.
which is a fire band. So
Yeah, they're wild.
yeah,
On fire.
on fire.
On fire.
So we got some great guests though today.
I know, man. Well, before we bring them on, do you want to tell the people what's going on this week
Yeah,
in
I
entertainment
can.
right here?
So tomorrow at the Anchor, you have Elijah Wise. You have Rick Stone at Emily's Bar and Grill on Friday. Friday, you have Roy Saunders at Gallenberg Brewing Company in Sevierville. You have Brad Hudson at this Friday at the local the local eatery or Puckett's in Pigeon Forge. Elijah Wise is also at Union Jacks on Friday as well. You have Kevin Wilson at the Gallenberg Brewing Company in Sevierville. This Saturday, you have Dirty Doug and Johnny at the Gallenberg Brewing Company. That's Doug Harris and John Mason. They're going to be doing a duo thing up there. You have Saturday, you have Roy Saunders Trio at the Anchor. Saturday, you also have Bill Lee Fauner at Puckett's. He's like a staple up there. The Knox by Night Band has a CD release party at Hexagon Brewing on this Saturday at 8 p.m. I'm going to try to go catch that. This Saturday, you also have Hugh Allen at Chevelle's. Chevelle's Restaurant and Bar 66 in Murphy, Tennessee. And then you have Jordan Foster at the Anchor playing acoustic at the Louisville Landing. Then next Thursday, you have Randy Woody at the Anchor doing an acoustic show there. So that's all I got this week. There's a lot of artists that we work with that sometimes forget to tag us as co-hosts in the VIP pages. So,
Hey, man.
if they don't if it's not tagged, then I don't see it, and it's just part of it.
That's very important, folks. Make sure that you're tagging correctly when you tag people.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like the game of tag. You
Definitely.
don't get tagged until you get tagged, so you got to get tagged. So make sure you tag people.
Yeah, tag promotion.
Tag 'em.
Tag promotion. Your shows get marketed. It's kind of cool,
Now
So,
you have booked a couple of fantastic guests today.
I have, yeah.
You really have.
It wasn't actually me. It was Chris Lamb from Real Knoxville Music.
So Chris got in touch with you. Chris
yeah.
said, "I need you to
I've been
meet
doing
this
some
guy.
work
He's
with him."
great." Eric, and then bam,
Chris.
bam, bam.
Yeah. And he booked the talent today. So I've done some research and got some questions. So,
Sweet. I
So,
like
Let's
it.
bring on the first person.
Makes for a good show.
We got Mr. Eric Codwell.
Thanks for
How's
having
it
me.
going? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Oh, can't complain. Life is good. Life is good.
Count your
So
blessings.
tell us about kind of how you got started.
I got started playing live. I was in an old band called Returning Strangers when I was about 20 years old. We split off from that, and I started doing my solo deal about 21, 22. Actually, up at Preservation Pub, started off doing the open mics there. Kind of spin off there, did a couple of EPs, traveled in New York, Chicago, Carolinas, Nashville, and then most recently I got with a couple of guys, and we're Eric Caldwell on the cruise control. It's actually a full band experience instead of the acoustic
Well, that's
you
cool.
guys, You guys playing all
I like that
originals?
name.
Are you playing covers mainly? or-
We do a little mix of both.
Mix of both.
We got our originals, but we do covers as well.
Right, fantastic. What do you guys like to cover?
A lot of rock and roll music, man.
Rock and roll.
Yeah, because that's what we are. I mean, we can't really define what our sound is. Some people say we got like this 90s rock vibe or Appalachian soul, but at the end of the day, it's all rock and roll.
Gotcha. Nice. Well, I see that you play all over Knoxville. You've pretty much played everywhere in town. It looks like it's mainly been an original act for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us about your original music, how like the writing style, who do you try to sound like, I guess, or what are you going for? You kind of, that kind of feel.
I feel like as far as the sound goes and the writing, it's like Jack White lyrics mixed with this 90s grunge kind of sound to it is the best way I can describe it. I do have like John Prine as a big influence, and of course Bob Dylan with the solo stuff, but I always go back to sounding like this 90s MTV Unplugged era kind of vibe, but Jack White's always been an inspiration to me too, so I kind of do his little swag to it with it. So.
Gotcha. I played in a bar down in, I played at the end, the exit end, down in Nashville a couple of years ago. I used to play with a punk rock band called the Billy Widgets forever
Billy
ago.
Widgets?
Yeah, the Billy Widgets. And anyways, we played down there, and Jack White actually came to the bar. It's a local hangout that he hangs out. We actually played in front of Jack White and got to meet with him and everything else. It was crazy, dude. It was a wild experience.
I love it.
But he's a wild character. I tell you what, in person, he's out there.
Yeah, past few years before pandemic and everything, we would go up to the record store days up at Third Man Records.
Gotcha.
I've been to the one up in Detroit that he owns. I've been to the one in Nashville, and just Jack White, he makes the best out of a little bit, especially
Yeah.
with the White Stripes, 2-people band, but they still kick ass. So.
They crushed it, man. Had huge success.
Oh, yeah.
Major success. 606 Nation Army, that one song alone went like huge, viral. So.
And I like his ability to transition too, because he's got like other bands like the Racketeers, and he
Dude,
plays
great
drums
bands.
in the
Yeah.
Dead Weather.
Yeah.
So
Both
it's got
of
the
them
girl
are
from
great.
the Kills is the singer for that one. So it's just
It's killer, yeah. The Racketeers have some great music too. I've enjoyed listening to them through the
I hope we
years.
have some music that we can hear.
We do.
from,
We have
huh?
some music from
We
him.
do. We have a video. I
We
love
should
it.
totally pull it up and listen to this. Let's do Invisible Man first.
Whatever happened to a kind-hearted man or a woman who can be the voice of God for a child? The world's a flavor with expensive taste. No give, just take. People just don't know what they create. Life's a beach and I'm standing on the sand, looking up to the sun, burning up all the thoughts that I have. I am the invisible man with a six-string hand and a voice that will be heard. Whatever happened to a kind-hearted man or a woman who can be the voice of God for the child? The world's a flavor with expensive taste. No give, just take. People just don't know what they create. Life's a beach and I'm standing on the sand, looking up to the sun, burning up all the thoughts that I have. I am the invisible man with a six-string hand and a voice that will be heard. I am the invisible man with a six-string hand in a world that's so absurd.
That was cool, man.
Yeah, it was a great song.
I'm definitely, when you mention, I know it seems weird since I'm not looking directly at you, Eric. I'm trying to look over here because this is where the camera's at. But when you talked about your Bob Dylan influence, man, I could definitely
Hear it in it.
I could hear that vibe. And yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard this statement, six-string hand, before.
well, when you're an invisible man and you're playing a guitar, all you got's a six-string hand. So that's the best way I look
I
at
love it. I thought that statement alone to me was like, I've never heard that before. Now I don't. Have you heard that in a song? I've never heard that in a song before.
No.
Six-string hand. I just thought that was super cool.
Never
I
heard
mean, articulation, man, in that song was just really super cool. Going to the beach, the sun.
doing that whole 9 yards, yeah.
Yeah, it made me want to go to the beach.
Yeah. I'm going to the beach here.
Truthfully,
3
everything
weeks.
makes me want to go to the beach, though, Eric.
Yeah.
So, but thank you for helping me remember the fact that I do want to go to the beach.
So
Anyway.
what's really like when you write songs, what do you write a lot about, or is it more of personal personal things that have happened in your life, or are there things out there in the world that you talk about more, or is it a mix of both, or what do you focus on when you write songs?
I think it's a mix of both, but I definitely want some form of reality. For example, like Invisible Man, I came up with that playing music downtown in Market Square, like busking. So, you know, when you're out there trying to play music and be heard, you know, either you're going to be heard or not be heard, but everybody knows there's a guy with a guitar in his hand. They may not know what his name is, but they know the guy with the guitar. So that's kind of an influence I got with it. I like to write stuff that relates to personal experiences too, but at the same sense, I'm in the position to write music to give the listener kind of their own little music video to put in their own head when I write music. So if I can, it's kind of like writing a movie a little bit, but using sound and, you know, audio, of course.
Gotcha. Now we got
Super cool.
We got some other songs by you that we should play. We should play Casualties.
Social Casualties.
Social
Social
Casualties.
casualty.
All I see are some burning slacks, yeah, and they complaining about some MAGA heads. All I see are AR crazies, yeah, and that a kid cause it got home safely. Don't you think, man, that's quite a little funny? Turn on your TV, raise, make the money. Got myself in a local clash. Get out your phone, who's making an ass? Well, it's you and me, social casualties. Internet fiends high and free, wandering sheep in a dream. You and me, social casualties. Hey, sugar baby, can I be your daddy? Come on with me, don't need no chatty. Don't you think, man, that's quite a little funny? Come on with Dave on the count, now your money like 1, 2, 3, social casualties. Internet fiends high and free, wandering sheep in a dream. You and me, social casualties. Some bunny slacks, yeah, and they're complaining about some mega hits. All I see are AR crazies, yeah, I'm not a kid cause I got home safely. Don't you think, man, that's quite a little funny? Turn on your TV, raise, make the money. Got myself in a local clash. Get out your phone, who's making an ass? Well, it's you and me, social casualties. Internet fiends high and free, wandering sheep in a dream. You and me, social casualties. Hey, sugar baby, can I be your daddy? Come on with me, don't need no chatty. Don't you think, man, that's quite a little funny? Come on with Dave on the count, now your money like 1, 2, 3, social casualties. Internet fiends high and free, wandering sheep in a dream. You and me, social casualties.
Nope, I wasn't.
No, I'm just kidding.
But yeah, we were talking about how you sounded like Christian from Juggernaut Stomp, and then you sounded. I thought you sounded like Corey Smith, and Nate said something about some other band that you sounded like. Yeah, man, I love your writing.
What was
style.
that name of that other band, Nate?
Hot Mulligan.
Hot Mulligan.
Hot Mulligan, whoever that is. I haven't heard of them either, so
That's
I have
funny.
to check them
Hot
out.
Mulligan.
Yeah, you have some great songs, man. What would? Ask him a question, Jim.
Well, when I'd like to know, because I love stories about songs. Okay, so you have this. What is like one of the stories of how a song came to be?
Well, the one we just listened to, like Social Casualties,
Yeah.
I actually wrote that after the Parkland shootings.
Oh wow.
And the whole point of it was, you know, everybody has their own political views, and I'm not trying to get political by any means with the music, but it influenced me in the sense like this kid, experienced, some hard stuff at a school that no kid should ever have to experience. And I see it on Facebook and a lot of stuff that people are just ragging this kid, and it's just like, this kid just literally went through the worst thing a kid could go through with, the police shootings and stuff. And it gave me like more in depth of like how we all communicate with each other through Facebook and stuff, and how we don't really talk to each other anymore. We talk at each other. And the whole point of that song was just like, it's like the chorus is like, get out your phone, who's making an ass? Well, it's you and me, social casualties. So that was the whole point of it, just to show how like communication and everything has just been ruined, and how like, our telephone and television kind of has spoiled our minds a little bit.
Well, television used to be a big part, but now anymore, man. I mean, you go out, and it really is shocking. And I fall into that category sometimes of having my face in my stupid phone too much, And you talk about not being personable. You've always got your face on the phone. You're not talking face to face. You're talking at each other, not to each other. So I agree with that. That's truth, man. That's truth.
Definitely.
I'm trying to
Also,
put
Alex
mine down
Stokes, you had a few people tune in here, and let's see here. We had where'd it go? Antonio Jones, like that song Eric, Fire, Fire, Fire. And then also Alex Stokes, he's another one of my clients as well. He said, what's up, guys? Tell Eric Caldwell. Said, hey, great song. Always, he rocks. So,
Shout out to Antonio Jones. He's Jones Money. He's got the
Jones
brand
Money.
right here, repping the brand today for y'all. That's his brand.
His brand?
Jones
Fly
Money.
Gang.
What is that?
Fly Gang, Fly Life. That's just part of it. He's a rapper, but
Gotcha.
that's part of his brand that he puts out there as far as like clothing line and stuff.
Cool. That's great, man. Supporting everybody you can.
Oh, yeah.
I understand how that goes. Understand that. Well, we have one more song by you. It looks like it's a cover, Sympathy for the Devil. Let's listen to it, and then we'll touch right back.
Rock and roll with a little Appalachian soul. My name is Eric Caldwell, and we are the Cruise Control. Please allow me to introduce myself. I'm a man of wealth and taste. Been around for long, long years, stolen many men's souls in vain. Was around when Jesus Christ had his moment of doubt and pain. Redemption that
is my name. Oh, what is past and you is the nature of my game.
It said, bam.
Boom. Ended quickly.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, it's a great song. Great song. So I guess you like to write. I guess you like to play songs from back in the day to modern. I guess, or you
Yeah,
really
just
focus on-
anything. I mean, we've played Billie Jean the other night, so
Right. I know
whatever
that.
we can do our own unique twist to, we'll do it.
Got you. And you said you used to be a bass player.
Yeah, in that first band at Returning Strangers, I played bass. Didn't know how to sing and play at the same time until I hopped in that band.
Right.
Kind of got pushed into it. It's like, hey, you go ahead and sing. And then I learned how to sing and play, and off to the races we went from there.
Gotcha. I always like to hear the stories of how people got to where they're at. You know, it's always interesting. You never know. You know, like I was a drummer, and then somehow I started this crazy thing and working with a lot of musicians and helping people. You know, the end goal was to help people. So you never know where people come from. But where can people find you?
All forms of social media, whether it be Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm on Spotify.
It's just under Eric Caldwell.
Eric Caldwell. If you can't remember that, remember ERICCALDWELL. Ask yourself, who the hell? Eric Caldwell.
I like that.
And I'm not the Thrilla in Manila, but I am the Vanilla Gorilla. Some would call me the Easy, some would say the Sleazy, but you can call me 250 pounds of Oh Baby Squeeze Me.
Oh, that is
Hey.
awesome.
Hey,
That
nice.
sounds like a song by itself, man.
And remember, what you just saw was rock and roll with a little Appalachian soul. We are Eric Caldwell and the Cruise Control.
Cool. Look at that, man. He is.
Dude, that's fly. And he's wearing that fly guy
gang.
shirt.
Fly
man.
gang.
It's like,
Fly
hey,
Yeah, perfect.
fly gang. You actually, yeah, that was a really cool
Killer.
little saying. I like that.
Yeah, that's snapping the fingers like there. Nate was like, yeah,
Down the street.
yeah.
Actually, I do that in shows, and man, I feel like it was my obsession with pro wrestling as a kid. I feel like I just end up throwing like promos in shows, and it works though. So
People love him, man.
People love it.
him.
It makes you memorable, man.
Yeah.
You know, I always say if people don't remember you, it's your fault.
Yeah, definitely.
nobody's gonna sell you better than you.
You got
That's true,
any
man.
upcoming singles releasing? You got any new music coming out? You got anything coming out soon?
The band is recording with Chris Lamb right now at Real Knoxville Music
Okay.
Inc. We're still in the process of recording, so we got a few shows lined up. We got a show on I got a solo show acoustic with Austin Possum on May 12th at the Beard and
He's a
Brickyard.
wild guy.
I love him though. I love him. He's a cat.
hoot.
He's a
Yeah.
hoot. And then May 15th we'll be doing Union Place in Knoxville, and then we have Iams Nature Center. We're going to be doing the Jam Fest there with Silver Strife, Red Vinyl Gypsies, and Skyway 61. I think Autumn Reflections on there too, so
Cool.
it's going to be a good lineup for that show.
Nice, man. Fantastic. Well, keep in touch with us too.
Definitely.
See if we can't do anything together. And I appreciate you coming on the show.
Appreciate
And,
you having me.
Yeah, well, let's definitely keep in touch.
Definitely.
So, yeah. Nate Dogg, can you run
That's
the...
super cool meeting you, man. Before we get off the air, you talked and I can't say
Oh,
thanks.
sorry. Go.
You're amazing, dude. I really liked having you on. That was great.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. And maybe when we do these night shows, you can feature your band on it.
Dude, that would be
I
amazing.
think
Sounds-
that'd be cool too.
sounds awesome.
You know, I'll be scheduling for all that stuff. I already am. So get with me. We can get you scheduled. And it is a free thing. You know, it's no pay or anything.
Make it happen.
But it'll be fun. It'll be a blast, and your band gets exposure and everything.
It's free today, maybe not tomorrow.
Yeah,
Just
right.
saying.
Nate, could you play the Bare Bones video? I had a big meeting with them. The Bare Bones Festival will be coming back up here in September. So, you know,
Yeah.
Chris Lamb's part of that, and I think you're playing at it
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So this is the video from last year in memory of John Condroni, yeah. So everyone check this video out. This is the Bare Bones Festival. We have another one coming up in September. So stay tuned for all that, and we really appreciate you being on the show. Thank you.
Thanks for having me.
just takes one step to go the extra mile. Like calling your mama when you ain't talked in a while. Or when the car behind you finds out you've already paid. Everybody can make somebody's day. It won't cost you nothing to give a little something. Plant a seed in the dry ground. Rain starts to trickle, turns to a ripple. Before you know it, it comes pouring down. It's like that flower pushing through the dirt. We can leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Let's leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Tipping that waitress to help her and make ends meet. Or giving your jacket to an old man on the street. It won't be wasted, it'll all come back around. It's not what you're giving up, it's what you're passing down. It won't cost you nothing to give a little something. Plant a seed in the dry ground. Rain starts to trickle, turns into a ripple. Before you know it, it comes pouring down. Like that flower pushing through the dirt. Leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Just leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Just leave a little love in the world. Don't worry about that debt, no, no. 'Cause the more love you give, the more you're gonna get. The more love you're gonna get. It won't cost you nothing to give a little something. Plant a seed in the dry ground. Rain starts to trickle, turns into a ripple. Before you know it, it comes pouring down. Be that sun shining through the hurt. And like that flower pushing through the dirt, we can leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Let's leave a little love in the world. Y'all join us. Whoa, whoa. Let's leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Let's leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. It just takes one step to go the extra mile. Like calling your mama when you ain't talked in a while. Or when the car behind you finds out you've already paid. Everybody can make somebody's day. It won't cost you nothing to give a little something. Plant a seed in the dry ground. Rain starts to trickle, turns to a ripple. Before you know it, it comes pouring down. Like that flower pushing through the dirt. We can leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Let's leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Tipping that waitress to help her and make ends meet. Or giving your jacket to an old man on the street. It won't be wasted, it'll all come back around. It's not what you're giving up, it's what you're passing down. It won't cost you nothing to give a little something. Plant a seed in the dry ground. Rain starts to trickle, turns into a ripple. Before you know it, it comes pouring down. Like that flower pushing through the dirt. Leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Just leave a little love in the world. Whoa, whoa. Just leave a little love in the world. No, no. 'Cause the more love you give, the more you're gonna get. The more love you're gonna get.
I tell you, when the time ticker goes down, it is time to do the thing.
Oh yeah, yeah. So Bare Bones Festival is coming up. That's going to be in September. There'll be a lot of promotions going out on it coming up soon. Going to be another great event. So looking forward to that next year. Now we have Chris Marshall.
Chris Marshall's in the house.
Yeah, Chris, how you been?
Good, Jim and James. How are you?
Doing well, doing well. So you do a lot of things here in town. Tell us about all the things you do.
Right now what I got going on is 3 jams a week. I call it the talent incubators. Got a lot of musicians that follow me and come to my jams, and we've had that going now for a couple of years, and it's really good because it's allowing new artists to come together, meet each other. I mean, I get a lot of them that tell me, if it wasn't for those jams, they would not be doing, like what they're doing. Like Red Darty and Will Ross, they got together because of the jams, and they're killing it all over town. And
Yeah.
But it was really my first gig was an open mic hosting, and I kind of fell ass backwards into it. At the time, I was playing harmonica for Matthew Hickey's band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Matthew Hickey,
So
whatever happened to him?
I would do percussion and I would do percussion and harmonica for him, and he had double booked himself one night. He was going to be hosting an open mic or open jam at Mulligan's, and then but he also had double booked himself somewhere else, and so we were trying to not burn any bridges there, and I said, well, how about you let me go host the open mic, open jam, and he was going to go do his gig, and we did that, and it turned out really well, and I started doing a jam every week out there at Mulligan's until they went, changed location or whatever, and then went down for a little while. But that was where I got my feet wet. Oh, it was at Mulligan's. I just decided to surround myself with people that were better than me.
I played a lot at Mulligan's growing up.
Did you?
I played in a Dave Matthews tribute band, and we played there all the time.
Right, that was my first.
Dustin Day.
Yeah, that was my first jam hosting. It was also my first gig, just playing a show, was Mulligan's. So I really, Don Anderson was been really good to a lot of the local people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And where else do you host these jams at?
Oh, well, right now what I'm doing is Union Jacks and Union Place. I got to give a big shout out to Aaron and Jen Nelson. They're awesome. And I've been working with Aaron for a couple of years. Started at Union Jacks, hosting an open mic out there. Then he opened up Union Place, so we kind of made it more of an open jam at the Union Place one, and I kind of would use Union Jacks as a proving grounds for, and then I'd pick the best ones to go out and play at Union Place. And then recently I just picked up the open mic hosting for the Open Chord, which is like one of the best stages in town.
Yeah.
So, really happy to have that, and we'll do that every Thursday. So Thursdays at the Open Chord. Saturday nights we do a full band jam there at Union Jacks, which they told me you shouldn't do a jam on a Saturday night. And I'm like, watch me. So, and
That's right.
and all the good artists will be playing. I'm like, no, they don't all have gays. And some of them are just getting out and getting their feet wet. So it's turned out really good. And I recently met a guy, Josh Van Way. He came down here from Denver, and so glad to hook up with him because he's a jack of all trades. He can sing, drum, play guitar, play bass. He's also a luthier, makes guitars, which is pretty darn cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I wanted him to make me one, but it's about $3,000, so I was like, maybe not.
Hey, all you need to do is have a little tip jar. Hey,
There you go. Yeah.
tip me so I can get my guitar.
That's right.
Put that up there at Open Chord. I believe they'd let you do it.
Right.
People throw $1 in every once in a while. I'd say within
Yeah.
few short weeks you'd have that $3,000. You can get that. guitar.
I think you have a kind of an inflated idea of what it is that we get paid in them tip jars.
Hey, well, you got to put a tip jar out there if you want to get a tip.
No,
I mean,
what?
hey.
I don't put a tip jar out there. I put a sign on it that says "No tips, please. Personal monetary gifts only," because they're not taxable by any state or federal institution. So
There you go.
a personal monetary gift isn't. So I don't get tips. I get personal monetary gifts.
Put a sign up. I'd like a personal monetary gift of this guitar.
There you go. There you go.
Never know. Somebody might love you enough to just buy it. for you.
Just
Hey,
donate it. Yeah.
Crazier things have happened.
Maybe. But I'm staying busy. And then on nights off from hosting the jams, I sometimes have shows out at like Margaritaville and Gatlinburg or Wilderness of the Smokies or those kind of places. Out
Tourist
there and
traps.
sing for the tourists.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I do a lot of booking and stuff up there. And I got you booked too over at the the Landing. The
Yeah.
Anchor.
That's
coming up,
I'd
so-
played there back when they had a previous owner. I started a band right after I got done with the Matt Hickey project and started hosting open mics there. I kind of wanted to form a band, and I ended up forming a band called Knox Vegas Ramblers. And we played a lot at places like Spicy's North before it became Wild Boar.
Yeah.
And just all over different places, and played the open court a few times, and it was a kind of eclectic hits of the last 4 decades, and then also did some original music as well.
Cool.
So, yeah, and haven't really been doing as much full band stuff under that name anymore. I just put it out there to venues, depending on your budget. How many people do you want? And I
Yeah.
can go solo up to 5-piece if you want.
Yeah, exactly.
So I just pull them in.
I understand.
Well, it's great when you know other artists in the area and you want to play, you can throw together a band.
Well, that's true.
Kinda
I mean,
cool.
having done the jams over the last 6 years, I've got 3 deep on every instrument if I need it. So just if one ain't available, I'll grab another one.
Yes,
so,
exactly.
And we've all played together plenty of times, so we're familiar with the
That works.
routine.
I just love what you say, the jams.
Yeah.
Jams. See, it takes me back. We're probably. I might be a little older than you. I don't know, but it seems like that we used to use that terminology all the time growing up. In the '70s and '80s. It's,
That's what it is.
let's go hook up and get the jam going, man. Definitely love
Now
it.
we have an original by you that you pulled in here.
Yeah.
Let's listen to that,
Okay.
and then let's talk about your writing career.
All right.
Midlife, crisis in real time, obscured by headline, viral infection of your mind. Don't dare count on your birthright, it's only you in the end, right? Lost inside your mind. So put on your mask and go outside. Keep your bottle deep inside, and don't let the knocks too deep inside. It's a virus both the body and the mind. Seems about just right. The dissemination of what is wrong and what is right. But you'll know right when everything is in hindsight. What was truth or what was fake shine. So put on your mask and go outside. Bottle deep inside, and don't let the knocks too deep inside. It's a virus both the body and the mind. Put on your mask and go outside, and keep your bottle deep inside. Don't let the knocks too deep inside. It's a virus both the body and the mind. Right.
does your music for you? Can you say-
That's my pandemic song.
That's your pandemic song?
Yeah, it was my pandemic song, yeah.
Nice.
Put on your mask and go outside.
Put on your mask, go outside. What inspires you to write?
What inspires me to write? Well, the way I usually do it is I'm sit around, play around on the guitar until I've got a chord progression that just works, that sounds good. And I try to think about how that chord progression makes me feel. How does that music make me feel? Is it joyful? Is it, introspective? Is it sad or, melancholy? And then usually I'll try to think of a theme that goes with that feeling, and then I write from there. So that's kind of my process.
Gotcha.
Usually it starts with that chord progression, and then finding something, rather than taking a book of poems and trying to shoehorn some lyrics into, something.
Gotcha.
I think it should start first with the music, and then the feeling, and then the words. Words come next. I mean, what I think John Popper put it best: it doesn't matter what I sing as long as I sing with inflection. Or it doesn't matter what I say as long as I sing with an inflection.
Yeah.
Is that what they mean when they say you could sing the phone book?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's the hook that brings you back.
Gotcha. Got you.
Has a lot to do with passion. A lot of musicians are very passionate. When you can see a person's passion while they're playing, man, that just.
Well, you have to be. I mean, you have to be putting it out there without any inhibitions whatsoever. You have to be having fun. Otherwise, they're not having fun. If you look nervous or reserved, then they're going to be nervous and reserved too. The people watching you. It's all about.
Got to be an entertainer.
Yeah, you got to be a good entertainer. That's true.
Entertainer for sure. Know how to work the crowd. I think that's probably one of the easiest and hardest things. How to read a crowd and.
It's something you can't teach. I mean, you can't really teach somebody how to have stage presence. It's something that you'll develop over time, and you hopefully can just let go of any inhibitions. That's kind of like I did give him another song that's another original full band that we did at the Open Chord back when I was doing Knox Vegas Ramblers, and that's what that one's about. Basically overcoming your fears. And
we have that one?
Yeah.
Oh, well, let's play that one.
Sweet.
This song is all about overcoming those fears, We all have them. For me, it was playing live music, but everybody's got their own. Through the halls of your brain, there's a hurt, once a word, so carry on today. Press your shirt into the words, and it'll all fade away. But you're tied to the line that you're too scared to find. Your wings just need a ride. So open up your eyes and soar away. You got to soar away. You got to soar away. Got to soar away. around to see. Start to live, no fucks to give. Live and set you free. Tattoo your arm and do no harm. Let the world see on our time to the mind that you're too stand alive. But your wings just need to dry. So proud of your eyes and soar away. You got to soar away. No, no. You got to soar away. 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 Thank you so much.
That was groovy, man.
That was a great song. That was
Thank
a
you.
great song, man. A lot of
Appreciate
soul
it.
in that one.
Yeah.
Soul and
Do the thing.
Yeah.
do the thing.
I've got about an album's worth, but I haven't put it into a form of an album yet, so we'll see what happens. Well, I got more than that, but I think an album's worth of decent songs, you know.
Gotcha.
You know, if you're going to write, you need to write all the time. You need to have at least 50 or, 50 to 60, but it's, one in 8 will be a decent song usually. That's the way you got to do it, though.
Sometimes it could be the 3rd and the 8th that you don't think is going to be a great hit.
That's
and
true.
then all of a sudden, it's the
Biggest
one that goes ballistic.
The thing is you look at your song different than other people will. Yeah, I mean, Radiohead hated "Creep." They absolutely hated that song, but it was like that's the one.
Violent
If you
Events
say name a Radiohead song, 3, 2, 1.
Creep.
Yeah, exactly.
Everyone says Creep, yeah. It's those songs that catapult to success.
That's right.
They relate to everyone. The ones
Yeah.
that relate to everyone.
Well, when you're writing, man, you never know. You're writing from your own experiences, and you never know what people's experiences are when they're listening to your song.
I think the most difficult thing to do is write a joyful song. That is one of the most difficult things to do. You go to any singer-songwriter night, and 80% of the original songs you're going to be hearing are mopey, sad songs.
Yeah.
And so one of the most difficult things to do is write, either a joyful or a rocking song. It's hard to do.
I like that Bobby McFerrin song. Is that right?
What?
Don't worry, be
Yeah, there's
happy.
a joyful song.
That's a good one too.
I like that song. That's fun.
Well, what else? Tell people where they can find you. And
Well, you can find me on the interwebs, Facebook, just Chris Marshall, friend me, or you can look up Knox Vegas Ramblers and give us a like. And also on Instagram, it would be Chris Marshall Rambler. You can look that up. And you can also find me in person at Tuesday nights at Union Place, out on the patio if the weather's permitting. And if you want to come out and jam with us, just get there a little early and talk to me if I don't know you, and let me know that's what you want to do, and we'll find a spot for you. And then Thursday, tomorrow night, you can find me hosting out there at Open Chord. It is a first come, first serve to get your slots. You get 15 minutes or 3 songs, and we go from 7 to 11. And get there at 6. I start signing people up, and usually by 7:15 we are full up. So it's a fun time because it's one of the best stages in Knoxville. I mean, you got professional sound and lighting, and pretty soon here we're going to have Richie Hodges, the guy who does sound for me. He's going to be recording everything. So if you want to come up and get your set recorded, you can. Just talk to Richie, and he can arrange that. He can even master it for you. And then Saturday nights, we're on the patio if possible, inside if we have to, depending on the weather, at Union Jack's English Pub, which is newly remodeled. I don't know if you've seen the new remodel.
Nice, yeah.
It's amazing. It's got one of the best patios in Knoxville.
I'm getting ready to do a commercial there, actually.
And we do a full band kind of jam on Saturday nights. Somebody said something about doing a jam on Saturday. I said, watch me do it. It's going to happen. And it's gone really well. It's been good I think what's cool about it is there's already a really good organic crowd. And when you have just one band playing the whole night, after about 2 hours or an hour, it doesn't matter how good they are, you might get sick of their sound. What I throw, you're going to get a variety of things all night long, and they're all good musicians. So.
Well, fantastic.
Man. That's like next level karaoke, and I don't mean that as
I
don't mean that as but I'm saying, a lot of times people go out to karaoke.
Use the K word around here.
Because you said 3 sets, 15 minutes, it's really super cool. You get to hear actual musicians
right. I think
playing in a myriad. 15-minute sets, shoot, you're going to see 10 different people singing.
Yeah. And I think the big difference between that and karaoke, other than the fact that they're playing their own music, is you don't have a video screen in front of you spoon-feeding you the lyrics. Karaoke's kind of like painting by numbers.
Yeah, I didn't mean that as an insult. I'm just saying a lot of people will go out to karaoke bars.
You're going to get my blood up, Jim. You're going to get my blood up.
No, I'm just saying that a lot of people go out and they just go to karaoke bars. I know a lot of people who just go to karaoke to watch people.
Just to listen. Oh, yeah.
This is next level.
Right.
Like, go actually watch real
I go to karaoke
performance.
sometime to watch people, but it's kind of for
laughing.
It's not good reasons. It's not. It's
you get one out.
It's
of,
ironic. It's like when you watch a bad movie,
like Sharknado.
Yeah, like Sharknado.
I binge
Mystery
watched
Science
Sharknado
3.
last year.
It's kind of like my version of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
It's inspiration for music.
Yeah, that's right. No, anybody that is going to go out and do music, whether it be karaoke or playing and singing, or just playing and singing at home, I encourage you to do it.
Absolutely.
Don't get me wrong. Do the thing.
We were just having fun, folks.
Oh,
do the thing. Just like the song said, do the thing. Grab
do the thing.
Grow some.
Yes, grow some balls and do the thing.
And do the thing.
Right.
Boom.
It's the first line of the song. If you're listening, that was great. I loved it.
Perfect.
That guitar in there just was.
Yeah, that was. I didn't.
the
The video there, unfortunately, was a stationary cam, and it didn't get a good shot of him. But that was Michael Paul, who is an absolute legend on the six strings around here. He plays with Jason Ellis's project, and played with my project several times. And recently, I pulled in this weekend at Union Jack's. The guitarist I'll have out there is a guy named Mark Rosinski.
Yeah, he's
and
fun.
Mark has a master's degree in jazz. His fingers flow like water over rocks when he's on that fretboard. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
So you got to come out and check us out. See Mark tear it up.
Yeah, he's a great musician.
goods.
Yeah, he's really good.
And tomorrow night they can come see you at Open Court.
Yes, come see me at Open Court, and I always play a set, even though there are few to come by. Since I get to host the thing, I'm going to play a set too. I usually go on at 9, so if you want to see my stuff, try to do nothing but originals at the open mic at Open Court though.
Cool, fantastic.
Yeah, fun stuff.
That's cool. I'm sorry, but that's funny because people who do karaoke always have to do a set.
Oh, of course. Well, that's
That's the joy of being the host, man.
Yes.
But I love it. I think the fact that you're probably meeting a lot of great, artists out there because you're hosting
it's
this.
the talent incubator is what I call it. Not necessarily an open mic. It's the talent incubator. And as far as shows, you can catch me. Let's see, June 28th, I'm going to be at Harvest, which is a bougie restaurant over there in the Hamburg area, doing a little duo set out there. And then in late May, I think I'm going to be at a place called Wicked Chicken, doing another fun duo with Will Ross, the upright bass player that plays with Red Doherty. Yeah. So come see some of those shows. And I think this Saturday afternoon I'll be out at AT&T place in Oak Ridge for their little promotional thing and a parking lot party they're having, live music and stuff. I'll be doing an hour set from 3 to 4 out there on Saturday.
Fantastic, man. Well, it sounds like you're playing a lot.
I do want to ask a question about tomorrow night. Is it specifically for music artists, or
you can
be a comedian?
I have had comedians get up. I had a beatboxer that got up, and I was blown away by him. He said, "Yeah, I'm a national competitor," and I said, "Okay, yeah, that's fine." He got up and. It sounded like dubstep coming out of his mouth. It was wild. So yeah, you can do other things. I had a beat poetry chick out there one time that was doing some stuff that was really cool. And I had one comedian who was not so great. But it just depends. I do encourage it to be more musical. But if you are a comedian, I don't mind it. Just be good. Yeah, that's because you can sit through 15 minutes of mediocre music, but it's hard to sit through 15 minutes of bad comedy.
I wonder if bar sales go up during that.
Probably.
That's funny. Well, I'm definitely like to go.
You should.
You should.
It sounds like a cool thing, man. Not that I'd get on stage, but it would be just.
You want to get up and do comedy?
No.
No,
I'm not. No, that's not my thing.
Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show.
Thank you for
today.
having me, Jim James.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you being here.
And
man.
everyone, make sure that you share this stream and you follow these amazing musicians locally. There's so much unbelievable talent here that is trying to get heard, and these people are out here doing these things on a weekly basis, doing the jams, helping people grow, playing more music and getting your name out there and everything else with Eric and everything else in between. So I really appreciate everyone who's tuned in today and shared this experience with us. Jim, you want to say your famous words?
Famous words. They're just famous words. I think more and more people are grabbing a hold of them. I say be blessed and be a blessing to others. And the thing is you can be a blessing to others just by smiling, saying hi, opening a door.
Go ahead.
Before or after, But anyway, our words do have power. We do control positive or negative on how someone feels in a day if you run into somebody. And if you haven't talked to somebody that you'd like to talk to in a long time, pick up the phone, give them a call, let them know that you care.
Yeah, and everyone out there, you're about to watch the live session from Cruz Contreras, and it's a great one. I recommend checking it out. It'll be running for the next 30 minutes.
Sweet.
To close the show out.
I love
it. Tune into that. Amazing artist here locally, major success. He was the lead vocalist for Black Lilies. He's done a lot of great things. He has a sold-out show that on April 30th at the Millen Mine. So check it out. Thank everyone for tuning in. Appreciate it. That's all I got. See you guys later.
Oh, day, young.
Silver Eagle Line 90 West. The best of plans they could not see. The way things they really be. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Got the gang all tickets for the show last night. A homemade whiskey, something just ain't right. Head on down to the old saloon. Hold on tight, cause we're going to the moon. Flying like a jet, wings on my feet. Close my eyes just so I can't see. Wade on into the bowling stream. Take my hand and make me believe. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Oh, I wish you let somebody show you. The 6 quarts low, diesel running hot. Listen to the show from the parking lot. If you wanna get drunk, sitting by the door. 'Cause everybody just want one more. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you. Let somebody show you. Oh, I wish you let somebody love you.
Y'all, we're live here in the Promotion Studios down on Market Square in Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Whiskey Angel.
Whiskey Angel, Whiskey Angel, where did you come from? Was it heaven smiling? Hell up and right? Your life ever wanted, and now I must say goodbye. Oh, goodbye. You washed away my sorrows. You saved me from myself. You took away my troubles, laid them on the shelf. Your love flowed like mercy, running through my veins. From the first kiss you held me, pleasure and my pain. Whiskey Angel, Whiskey Angel, where did you come from? Was it heaven smiling, or hell up beneath right?
You're all I ever wanted, and now I must say goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Who knew love could hurt you, drown you in its rain, tell you lies are smiling, leave you with shame. Now love has faded, there's a tremble in your voice, just like angels sing, because they have no choice. Whiskey angel, whiskey angel, where did you come from? Was it heaven smiling, hell up beneath light? You're all I ever wanted, and now I must say goodbye. Oh, goodbye.
Hey guys, I'm Cruz Contreras,
And I'm Molly Contreras.
and we're live here in the Promotion Studios on Market Square. The song is called The Fall.
I am not a rich man, I have no fortune to bear. I was born in the desert where flower is so rare.
I am not a rich man. I have no diamond to share. I was born on the ocean, 1,000 stars I wear. I wear.
I am not a sailor, I am no captain at sea. I was born in the desert, and a captain on that be. A captain on that be.
I was born on the water. My father sailed the ocean wide. A mermaid, my mother, she sails along with the tide. Sails with the tide. I am but a dreamer. I've seen you in between the shadows and the sunshine falling down on me, falling down on me. And would you be my love if I gave you all I had? Flowers from the desert,
You're from the ocean sand,
from the ocean sand.
and I love you in the springtime. I love you through the fall. I hold your hand in the cold and rain when the first snowflakes fall. Snowflakes fall.
I but dream, and I've seen you in between the shadows and the sunshine falling down on me, falling down on me.
How y'all doing? I'm Cruz Contreras, and this is Call Me Crazy.
You call me up just looking for a fight. Fork a tongue on a blood moon night. Twisted truth like I never heard. Losing my mind, taking my turn. You think by now maybe I'd learn. Venom in veins, poison my nerves. Break me down with your lust and lies. A drug like you don't compromise. Crawling down the same old path. Run me down, how could I forget? It took some time, but now I know. Spinning lies, fools gold. I gotta have your love and nothing at all. Like a high-speed chase through a dead-end wall. Crash and burn, going up in flames. I'm a dead man, I'm walking over his grave. Pleasure and pain all feel the same. Call me crazy, I won't walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I won't walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I won't walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I won't walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I won't walk away. crazy, call me crazy, I will walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I will walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I will walk away. Call me crazy, call me crazy, call me crazy, I will walk away.
Welcome to the ProMotion Studios. Today we're joined by Molly and Cruz Contreras. Guys,
Josh. Yeah.
glad to have you here, man. We were really excited to have you by. So tell us about this new project, the duo solo thing you've been going on.
Today was a big day. We did a couple things for the first time. Specifically, we sang on one mic. That was exciting, something we wanted to do. And then we've kind of gradually started singing over the past year. Pandemic era band.
Yeah, we did not
duo.
start singing. We didn't start as a music connection. We didn't sing together. It kind of just happened after hours.
Yeah, super
in the car out west hearing the
organically.
music.
We've kind of been just busy living our life and making our life together, and this thing just keeps happening, and it's just like, whoa, we just sang, or we just sang again. Here we are, you know. And it's not something we've been super purposeful about, and been preoccupied with a lot of other things, but it has been really nice to
I think it's
see it
becoming
just
intentional
naturally.
now.
Yeah, and I'd say today was kind of the first time, like, hey, do you want to sing as a duo on this, you know, as part of this opportunity? So,
Yeah.
so it's a big day for us.
Well, it's hard for me to believe that it's not intentional because your voices just go so well together, but the fact that it came together that organically, that's going to be a kind of a weight off your shoulders that you didn't have to force something to happen there.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's probably a great lesson in that, you know, just kind of trust in what happens naturally.
Yeah, and when you're not looking for something, you find it. I think just we were just living together, being together, and then we found that our voices had that sound.
They go really well together. Those harmonies are beautiful. So the songwriting, are you guys like both involved in the songwriting?
Not really. That's something I've done pretty exclusively up to this point.
Yeah, and we've been singing mostly music.
talking
It's
about
already
it.
been
Yeah,
written.
we kind
but-
of are inching towards that, I think. I know the last song I wrote, Molly definitely was like, hey, you need to write a song, and here's some direction, or here's an idea. And I was like, okay. And she thought I was just going to write one line and be done. And then
And it turned into a
whole day.
Yeah, we have a whole.
That's awesome.
And a totally new sound. One thing about Cruz that I think his listeners know, but that I'm kind of in awe of, is he can write a song and it doesn't sound like any of his other songs. And this latest one is totally, it's not country, it's just a new sound, a new pattern of lyrics, and a new tone, and a new style, and that amazes me. He's so versatile, and I think more and more is just going to come from the songwriting, and we're definitely going to collaborate.
I think it's been difficult to kind of put a thumb on any genre that you really do. People try to lump it up with bluegrass and country. It's
like
you've got some soul, you've got some R&B in there and a lot. So
this is I don't know what the term is, but like a marketing publicity disaster.
Well,
my entire life.
It's that Cruz genre.
That's the thing is, you know, Americana is kind of that umbrella that so much of that falls under, but you've got a lot of diverse influences in there that I know people can hear. Growing up, what were some of your big influences towards songwriting?
You know, when I think of music initially, my dad encouraged me and my siblings all to play piano, and so we studied classical piano, and my dad, when he would come home from work, he would stop by the music store and buy sheet music, pop songs or musicals or whatever he was into.
Right.
And he could read music pretty well, but he would read it well enough to improvise and like get the structure of it. He would improvise, and then we would run around the house, you know, we'd run and be like, faster, play faster. And I think that really influenced me from an early age. And now that I'm teaching music, I realize how much of an impression what I learned from him still has influenced me all these years. So that was the beginning of it. And then when I was 12, we moved from Michigan to Franklin, Tennessee, and my younger brother Billy picked up the fiddle. and we got into fiddle contest bluegrass world.
Right. Yeah.
Hardcore. And that was my introduction to bluegrass music and really country music. And I got hooked by the time I was 15. I was like, all right, country and bluegrass, that's all I want to do.
Yeah, you wanted to be the best banjo player in the world.
It's
That
been
was your
everything.
first
Banjo,
aspiration.
mandolin. It's like, meanwhile, I got a scholarship to study classical piano at Vanderbilt in high school. So
Wow.
I had a really fabulous teacher that taught me a lot about musicality. And then I came to UT to study jazz piano, studied with Donald Brown here.
Oh,
So-
the legendary Donald Brown, man.
I've been really fortunate to have some great influences and teachers over the years, and the whole time I was just most concerned with, I wanted to create my own sound. I mean, that was just the way my mind is wired. So I had a band by the time I graduated from college, and I've just pushed myself all these years. I'm not interested in being in a extreme comfort zone, you know. Maybe that's changing now that I'm older, you know.
Well, and you're definitely hard to pigeonhole. So
Yeah, so stylistically, it's changed. It'll continue to change, and to me, that's a good thing.
Well, coming from such a diverse background, you know, classical into jazz, says a lot about your compositional skills, and I think you can hear that in the music as well. When you're writing, does the education, do you lean on some of those things? Are you thinking of like Lydian modes and things like that?
I think it's like natural.
I
It's like the
can or
language you
can't. I
speak.
can kind of take it or leave it. I think a lot of the musical education I had, I purposefully like digested
and then deconstructed,
processed to make sense to me, and then I just let it go. You know?
Right.
Ultimately, you want to perform. It's like an athlete. You practice all your technique and your training, and then when it's time to execute, you just do it.
Yeah.
And you want to be in that zone, that pure zone.
You said something like the other day that made a big impact on me when I was singing along to, I was humming the tune that he just wrote recently. He's like, oh, you already know the song. I forgot it. And I was like, how did you forget it? And he said, I always just forget the songs right after I write them, or else I can't write a new one.
Oh, wow.
So that really spoke to kind of his thing. Once he gets it out, he puts it away, and that allows like the blank page to create something
Yeah,
new.
I think so.
I think that says a lot about
And
your
go
process.
in a new direction and give me options.
Yeah.
Well, and kind of, you know, deconstructing that. If you're ever going to have your own original sound, you can't go off what you're taught, you know, because you're
Yeah.
just going to sound like what you've been taught. So the creative process, you're working on a new solo album that's going to be due out sometime soon, and you've got a lot of great shows lined up, live streams, things like that. What else are you doing to like keep people involved and coming out to shows and supporting the music?
I don't try really doing our best to build and nurture our network, and you
Patreon.
don't do that face to face anymore. So it's online, kind of syncing up all of our platforms and keeping people engaged and just doing everything we can. I think.
Yeah, we're
to-
trying to stay on top of the technology and make sure he sends out a regular newsletter and keep our Patreon subscribers like as a part of a community. People know they can, you know, have a Zoom call with us or FaceTime us and ask us questions, make requests. He sends out handwritten lyrics, and
That's great.
we show up online as much as possible, and really have done a lot of private parties and private Zoom calls to stay connected with the fans.
Well, I mean, with-
lessons, virtual lessons.
Yeah.
With such a storied career, going back to Robin Nell and the CC String Band, the Black Lilies, you've had to have built a pretty supportive community
That's
over the
everything.
years.
I remind myself and anybody that I speak with, like, this isn't something you do on your own by any means. If you look at today, there's a crew of talented people here. Everybody's playing their role. It's teamwork, whether you're in a band or whether it's promoting, our team, our duo.
Yeah.
We have shows coming up with a band. It's just, I think it's really important to remember,
Your fans are like your family, kind of. They
yeah,
really
and
carried him
I was
through the
branching
pandemic.
out from there, but
Yeah.
our ability to travel nationwide and book shows or venues or private shows especially during this time is a testament to that network. That
It's easy to forget who's on the receiving end of that product that you're putting out, But staying connected, now it's so much easier to stay connected and get people involved in your next project. Patreon and things like that. Get the people who are invested in what you're doing and,
and
interested.
Nobody has to do that.
Exactly,
I mean,
it's
flat
optional.
out, like, without the support of our fans, I couldn't do it. So.
And when people have, you know, a couple dollars and they can throw that way, it lets you know that beyond just enjoying your music, they want to hear more of it. They're interested in whatever you're doing.
Yeah.
Really encouraging there if you're an artist. What other big projects you got coming up this year that you want to speak about?
Oh my gosh.
We got some festivals coming up in April. Got a big show with the Mill and Mine possibly happening as well.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting right now. It looks like it'll be my first Knoxville play, public Knoxville play, since everything's the baby steps of opening up again.
Right.
So this will be at the Mill and Mine on April 30th. It's a Friday night, and we'll be featuring the 6-piece group, which we just debuted recently for the Ghostlight series at the Tennessee Theater. And that's Chris Killingsworth on drums, Robert Richards on bass, Dave Egger on cello, Phil Ficonti on electric guitar, Molly and I, and
it's a great group.
it's kind of
It's fun to play
we can
with.
recreate some of the Cosmico material. Cosmico is the new solo record.
Yeah.
And you know.
So you'll be able to hear that stuff in a different way than you'll hear it on the album.
Yeah, and it's
similar.
we're not trying to completely recreate the album, but we're not going to be far off. And that's really up to the players. I'm not going to be like, you have to do this.
That's part of the live experience too.
But these guys are all so pro that from that my one experience playing with everybody,
It sounds great.
they dig the record and they want, they're going to probably.
It's like, I'm
really
convinced.
Put the extra.
I trust
effort in.
y'all.
Yeah, that's great.
It's like kind of putting out a baby into the world, and you're just like, here, you guys want to hold the baby? It's like if they got shaky hands, like, man, maybe you shouldn't hold the baby.
They're ready for it.
That's great. And I guess when we're recording this, the Ghostlight series may already be out because it's dropping right in
Tuesday, March 23rd.
So it's probably already out right now. If you've not seen it, it's a Tennessee Theater Ghostlight series.
Yeah.
All right.
TennesseeTheater.com/Ghostlight is where you can find the video.
So it's going to be on their website.
I'll probably have maybe like 8 different groups.
Yeah, we're the last group of 2 sets of 4. Yep.
And you were saying that you performed with your back to the
Theater.
To get that beautiful Tennessee Theater background. That's got to look really cool.
It's gonna look good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're trying to raise support for the Tennessee Theater, which hasn't really had any shows during this pandemic.
No.
So all the contributions and donations made go to the theater and split among the 8 groups that performed. So
That's one of those places. It has to stay around. I remember when they shut down for the construction and the refurbishing of it, and when they reopened, how beautiful it looks in there now.
Man, this is a cool memory I got to mention. So the grand opening, we played Robin L. and the 60 String Band. My brother was with us, probably Taylor Coker, maybe Steve Kowalczyk at the time. And we kicked off the second set, I think, of the show. And we got to be on that, I don't know what you call it. It's like an elevator.
Yeah, the riser.
So like we came up onto the stage, like, there's like a bunch of people in tuxedos, like 1,500 people.
Yeah.
And it was really cool. I'm like, I don't know if I'll ever do that again. That was a cool experience.
Yeah, absolutely. And I remember even when they were shutting down before they refurbished it, the last thing that they did, and the last thing that they showed was Showboat, the musical. And I thought it was such an appropriate thing to kind of close that chapter because it had been the host to so many bands, so many different varieties of entertainment.
Yeah.
And, Showboat closes and it's going down the river again. And it's just like, well, just get ready because it's going to open up with another full force. And looking forward to seeing them do some more great events there soon. Hopefully get to see you on that stage in front of a big audience.
It'd be good to
They're the Bijou, anywhere in town, Mill and Mine. Where can people find the music? Where's the best place to get a hold of?
CruzContreras.com, I believe.
Yeah,
It's kind of like where all of everything
you can
is
find
set
all
up.
the links on Cruz Contreras, and most of your music is still hosted on Spotify and any streaming under the Black Lilies.
under the Black Lilies
his
right
songs, when Cosmico comes out, it's going to come out under Cruz Contreras, and you have your own YouTube channel now. Videos of your solo performances are on YouTube, and we post them on the website and host them there.
And definitely check out the Patreon page. That's something that's really important.
Yeah.
For
Behind
us
the scenes look into
surviving
Cruz.
and
Oh yeah, it's
This
integral,
time
man, and
really is.
yeah, and plus people get something out of it. You know, it's involvement. It gives some people a bit of agency about like what's going on. They feel like they're part of what's going happening.
Yeah, we
so.
kind of blog on there a little bit and do behind the scenes like rehearsal clips with that full band. We offer special perks from crews, and of course when big shows open up again, you'll get tickets to the shows and that kind of thing. And that's patreon.com/CruzContreras.
Perks and rewards.
Yeah.
Perks and rewards, always important.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We were really looking forward to this, and we're so
you,
glad to
Josh.
have you in here.
Appreciate y'all.
Check him out, CruzContreras.com. You got it's one-stop shop for everything Cruz Contreras.
That's it.
All right. And Cosmico, be on the lookout for that new album. Is it Cosmic O? Like, what is got
In
a
Spanish, yeah, Cosmico.
Cosmico. All
Yeah.
right, cool. Cosmico, Cosmic in Spanish.
Yes.
Yeah. Bringing that a little Espanol right on. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. That way you don't miss another ProMotion live session.